She's the first African-American cat in Australia. Never with a black cat. Meet Shuri. This is my beloved pussycat. She is Black Panther's sister, Princess Shuri. She's going to talk to us today about when to break your fast. I find if I starve myself in the morning without too much food, I'll eat whatever at nighttime, and I just, by and large, would rather eat better more often. So I just have a little bit of protein, maybe 2-3 scoops of protein powder, and then I'll wait maybe 3-4 hours before my first meal at around 10-11 o'clock typically, and that'll usually be Subway or some sort of chicken-based thing or some high-protein-based sandwich, I suppose, typically for me. Typically, I'll wait till about 11 o'clock till I get my first real meal in. But then after that, I'll have a Subway sub or something like that, and that'll break my fast. It's typically about 1,000 calories, 80 grams of protein, and that will be a big chunk of my food for the day. Everybody is different, but that is how I do it for maximum fat loss results. Just depends on where you're at. So what you should do is, number one, you should set out a time and test different fasting time windows. Let's say for me, my last meal is at 8, my first meal is technically at 6, that works for me. For some people, it's going to be different. So my big meal is at 11 though. So technically for me, I've broken my fast at about 11. From 8 to 11, what's that? You've got a 10-hour eating window. So I find that in that 10-hour eating window, I can eat 2 or 3 meals maybe. And in those 2 or 3 meals, I can't really do too much damage. It's pretty hard to go ahead and smash a lot of food and eat bad in that 10 hours if I'm being somewhat conscious. But if I starve myself and I don't eat anything too long, let's say I get to from 11 to 2, at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, I'll start wanting to make some worst caloric decisions, worst dietary decisions, because I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I've worked all morning, and now I've got to work at night, and I'm going to probably be somewhat stressed if I haven't eaten. Number 2 would be test different foods that you like or don't like in terms of like what you might enjoy for the morning. It could be eggs, it could be a protein shake, it could be a sandwich, it could be chicken and rice. But test what foods, it could be oats. Test what food works for you, and then note that down as the food that you have first meal. Right? For me, my first meal is pretty much exactly the same every day. My meal 2 and 3 are oftentimes kind of different, especially meal number 3. Okay, meal number 3 is very much on the fly. So if that's you, I'd definitely advise eating window, testing out that from 10-hour eating window to 12 to 16, and then I would try monitoring the types of food that you ingest as well. So if you're ingesting all the previously listed foods, just see what one keeps you fullest for longer, what one keeps you happy, what one keeps you feeling switched on, and then aim to have that as your primary meal every single day, including Saturdays and Sundays. And that would be the 2 tips that I have for boosting your fat loss results when you are doing intermittent fasting or just breaking the fast. I need to grow this YouTube channel. I've been working on it for years now. I really want to see it take off. Thanks. Team, if you like that video, be sure to click here for your next video or here for something that you may like, all that sort of stuff. And make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell to make sure you get all our videos. We make at least 1 video daily on a different topic. See you on the next one.